Defend yourself against DDoS attacks by hiding your true IP address with ExpressVPN, and visit my custom link expressvpn.com/ghilliemaster in the description to find out how you can get an extra 3 months free. So we are just into 2023 now, and as such, I want to wish everyone watching a happy new year. Here in GT Online, behind the scenes in the Los Santos Drug Wars DLC, there is still a lot of content left to be released. I made a video showcasing all of the cars already, but this video is all about the extra content from random events, new missions, basically anything that isn't a vehicle. But before we get into it, I want to give a massive shout out to Floorball on Twitter for posting videos of all these events and letting me showcase them for you guys in this video. I will have his Twitter linked in the description. Make sure to go give him a follow. Now, one of the first pieces of content that I think we'll get out of the bunch here is the taxi work. And how it's going to work is that you'll go to the downtown taxi building and enter it, and then you'll spawn in a taxi. And from there, it's just like the old taxi jobs. If you played any of the older GTA games, you go and pick someone up, you drive them to their destination, and the better you drive in a timely manner, the more of a tip you'll get when you drop them off. And it keeps on going on and on until you stop. As you continue to do more fares in a row, you are also paid more. The pay starts off pretty bad, like $1,000 or something, but I imagine if you do this for like 20 minutes, you can make a decent amount of money from it. You also need to own the taxi to start this up, and the taxi will become available for purchase when Rockstar does push this out into the live game. If you do happen to own the Arena War taxi, the one that's like red with the white walls, you can use that one as well, which is cool. And on top of all that, there are 2 taxi liveries for currently unreleased cars, the Eudora and the Broadway, that are tied to the taxi work. A traveling gun merchant is going to be added to GT Online soon. I've talked about this before when I discussed the railgun. This is going to be the place where you go to buy the railgun from. It's not going to be available anywhere else. And if you've played Red Dead Online before and are familiar with Madame Nazar, I'm assuming it's going to work like that, where each day the location of the merchant changes, or maybe each week after they refresh the event week it changes, because there are multiple spawn points for them. Rockstar also has the power to cycle any weapon they want into the merchant's inventory, so if they wanted to, they could sell you, let's say, the Preco pistol or the alien weapons for 1 week, and then the next week they might not be there and they'll have different stock available. Much like how shops work in MMOs with the cycling inventory. He's also not going to just sell the new railgun. In the game files, there are a lot of weapon skins for some melee weapons, and also the micro SMG that you're seeing cycle through on the screen right now. It's safe to say he's going to sell these new skins exclusively. You probably won't be able to find them anywhere at Ammunition or your agency. And some of them look pretty cool, though I do wish they made a bit less for the melee weapons and more for actual guns instead. Hopefully this is something they continue doing in the future with more weapons. This is another one that we all know about by now, the 50-car garage. It's going to be entirely customizable with your choice of theme and color, and it costs about $3 million or over $3 million, assuming you purchase some customizations for it. And hopefully this is available soon, because that extra garage space is always going to be super nice to have. There's a new random event where a Vettier Meriwether convoy will be found driving around town, and if you choose to hijack the convoy and steal the vehicle, you'll be able to bring it back to your own bunker for supplies and RP, or if you don't own a bunker, you'll be tasked just to deliver it to a location to earn money and RP. It's a pretty minor random event, but still cool if you see it around. Could be convenient for some easy supplies, although driving the Vettier across the map to your bunker doesn't actually sound that convenient. If you played the single player, this next random event will seem familiar to you. A random store robbery will take place at a convenience store. If you kill the robber and loot the stolen cash, you can either return it to the store as a reward, or you can keep it for yourself. Much like the random events in single player are, when you take the cash, you can return it or you can keep it yourself. Returning it to the store gives you 20k and some RP for a Good Samaritan bonus, and I'm assuming if you keep the money, you just get a little more cash but no RP. That's just my guess. It's cool they are bringing in some of the single player elements to online though right here. This one I think is going to be a favorite amongst the online community, and that is street dealers. You can see it's marked by this purple bubble on the map, and when you talk to the person, you can actually sell individual units of drugs from your MC businesses and acid lab to them, which kind of gives an alternate use to the MC businesses. Maybe when this comes out, you decide to just carry stock to sell to the individual street dealers each day instead of doing the sell missions. It's also cool because this is kind of an RP type of mechanic. I think a lot of people will enjoy this in GTA Online. Now, whether selling individual units will be more financially beneficial than selling in bulk on a regular old sell mission, that remains to be seen, but it's still the unique thing that they're adding to free mode. And if you're like me and just hate doing the MC sell missions, this is an alternate way you can make money from the MC businesses. Adding on to the list of daily collectibles and caches, another one will be added early this year. These are the G's caches, or Gerald's caches. Each day there will be one placed somewhere around the map at various different spawn points. You'll have to go find the location in the circle when you do get there and collect it for money, cash, and snacks. This one is pretty simple, not too major. Like I said, it's just like a lot of the other daily caches that we have. Another one that I think is exciting is the addition of stash houses. This one is again connected to Gerald. I'm not sure if these will randomly pop up on your map as you go near them, or if they only appear once a day, for example, because they do have a dedicated map icon that's not just a random blue dot like the other random events are. In a way, it reminds me of the home invasions from Red Dead Online when you have that random event kick in. But essentially, you just walk inside the building, take out the enemies inside, then you have to crack the safe using the code that you find somewhere in the property. In this example, he finds it on the bulletin board here. The safe contents can range from just cash to product or supplies for your businesses. And I think it's cool because it's kind of like a mini heist in free mode in a way. You're breaking into a building and robbing what's in the safe. And it also reminds me of the San Andreas home invasions. If only we got actual home robberies in GTA Online, that would be so awesome. Like, imagine we can break into some of the Vinewood Hills houses and have to stealth our way around the building to loot it. They could even just reuse some of the animations from the heists where like paintings are on the wall that you can take down. There's a lot of potential there. But this is a good start. Rockstar are really squeezing every last drop out of the drip feed here because they're even drip feeding hard mode on both the first and last dose missions. In the hard mode event that they mentioned, they say there will be some exclusive rewards tied to completing them on the harder difficulty. And if you're wondering what last dose is, this is the second batch of missions from this DLC that is also being drip fed, which I don't think is going to be out for a while. Around March is my guess. It'll probably be one of the last things they do release. The cutscenes for the last dose missions are already leaked and in the game files if you do want to watch them. I'm not going to spoil anything in this video though because I'm just not that kind of person. Because it is story related, I don't really want to ruin it for anyone. But yeah, drip feeding hard mode, that's something. Anyways, that is all of the content that is in vehicles coming to GTA Online early this year in 2023. Let me know your thoughts about everything down in the comments. Which one are you most excited for? If I had to pick one, I'd probably say the stash houses and also the gun van. Or I should say if I had to pick two. If you enjoyed the video or found it helpful, feel free to leave a like as well as subscribe to my channel for more GTA Online content. I want to give a huge shout out to all my channel members for your support. If you'd like to become a member for some exclusive perks, you can either use the join button or the link that's down in the description. Once again, I want to wish everyone a happy new year, and as always, thanks for watching and have a great day.